Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Good. Good. Just want to say it's great to be here and happy to be in this wonderful city of Seattle. But on the bright side, your work week is halfway over. On the downside, you're about to watch me try to cram an hour worth of material into 18 minutes. But I'd like to thank the MetroCrest Chamber for your support of our businesses and the greater community as a whole. To our sponsors, Baylor Scott & White, Thomson Reuters, and Waste Management. This wouldn't be possible without y'all, so thanks for hosting. And let me thank my council as well. The dedication, care, time, and energy that you all put in to our city has afforded me the opportunity to stand up here and take credit for all of your hard work and great ideas. So thank you. I just want to say, if you can take a look at this beautiful bunch over here. Last year, we all looked very vibrant and fresh, and this is kind of what 1 year of politics will do to you, and I can't stress this enough, face lotion is key. But I'd especially like to thank our staff for figuring out how to work with 6 strong egos and ideas to deliver on all the things that are happening in Farmers Branch. And to our first responders, thank you for keeping us safe, giving us peace of mind, and always going above and beyond the call of duty. And finally, thank you to our business community, all of you out here. Your investment in our city, our region as a whole, creates jobs, stimulates our economy, and gives most of us in this room a sense of purpose. And so we're here to discuss the state of our city and give you the highlights of what's been going on. To sum it up really quickly, we've been growing like crazy. Farmers Branch's tax base is comprised 77% of commercial business, so without y'all and y'all's investment, a lot of the things that we've afforded our residents wouldn't be possible. And so I just want to give you a glimpse of some of the things that we've been able to do for them recently. One of the things that we were able to do for the first time in over 30 years was pass a bond, a quality of life bond, which allowed us to have $4 million for DART station area improvements, $7 million for sidewalks and trail enhancements, and $4 million to continue our wildly successful demolition, rebuild, and residential revitalization program. Additionally, we've been able to reinvest $2 million into our Star Center, which has allowed them to provide even more amenities for the people that use that facility. We have the Dallas Stars Alumni Center. We have the Texas Hockey History Center. And if you didn't know, NHL teams, when they can't get ice time at the AAC, practice on this ice. So if you want to see Connor McDavid or Sidney Crosby, this is an opportunity for y'all. But I also want to let y'all know that this year we're doing something different. We're going to have a Santa's Village across the street from the Star Center, as well as an outdoor ice skating rink this holiday season, so that people can have something different to take in. It's a little bit different than our tour of lights, but we want people to get out, enjoy each other's company, and just be a part of our community during the holiday season. But another thing that we pride ourselves in this community is healthcare. We have several great institutions, and we worked closely with Baylor Scott & White to bring in a rehabilitation institute. We've also partnered with the Farmers Branch primary care facility to provide cheaper healthcare costs for our employees. And so they can come in, get immediate healthcare with cheaper co-pays, which is a tremendous benefit to our staff, our first responders, but also our community as a whole. And then we also have Dallas Medical Center, which has done some amazing things recently, have really upgraded their facilities by bringing it into a level 4 trauma center, but they've also provided upgrades to Woven Healthcare, which is a group that provides healthcare for those who can't afford it. And so it's a wonderful little community there that's bringing back so much to our residents, not only in Farmers Branch, but Addison, Carrollton, Coppell, and Dallas, kind of the whole region. But we continue to use some of our budget to fund the arts. And so we have the award-winning Firehouse Theater. And so the last 2 plays this year are Of Mice and Men, and then we have Irving Berlin's White Christmas. So that'll be our holiday show that'll allow you to come in and take part of that, which coincidentally is right near the Star Center, so you can make a whole night of it. But next year, they have an exciting list, just to mention a few. Tennessee Williams, The Glass Menagerie, and our summer musical will be Mamma Mia, amongst many others. So some great shows to take in. And our library, Mansky Library, was recently granted a $15,000 grant from the NEA Big Read. And what that's done is that provided an opportunity to give people a lot, or I guess, grant people books. Station 11 is the book that we're all reading. And on the 24th of October, the author is actually going to be coming to the Mansky Library to have a talk and open discussion about that. So it's a great way to engage more of our community members, get them into our library, and promote reading, which is great for everyone. But how do we make all this possible? And that comes from our budget, the growth, and the investment in this region. Our tax base grew by 9.2% last year to $5.5 billion. And as such, we were able to lower our tax rate for the first time in 35 years. And we did that while also absorbing the 2 cents from the bond election that I said we just passed. And when you think about saving people money, not only the businesses, but our residents, we wanted to extend that further. And so we had the Power Switch program, which is the brainchild of Ben Williamson on our staff, who brought this to us, but it's an aggregated energy purchase agreement that allows our residents to kind of pool their power, demands. And we've had over 800 residents sign up at an average rate of 5.5 cents per kilowatt hour. And it's on average saving people $500 annually. And so to put that into context, if you have a $250,000 house in Farmers Branch, your tax bill is probably $1,500. That $500 savings on your energy bill is essentially a 33% reduction in your tax rate, or your tax bill. So, we're trying to find new and creative ways to make Farmers Branch an affordable place to live. And so the growth that I'm talking about, where is it coming from? And you have to look at our population. From 2010 to 2015, we were one of the top 10 fastest growing cities in the Metroplex. And if you take 16 to 18, that kind of accounts, we've gone from about 28,000 to 37,000. That's a 30% growth in our population. And I can only imagine that if we keep that up by 2020, we're gonna be over 40,000 people. And so when you see that kind of growth in a region, the businesses are also growing. We have 233 new businesses that moved to Farmers Branch, which created 1,730 new jobs. That's about 4 jobs a day. And so you can see, that growth in this region. I know Carrollton, Addison, Coppell, they've all been feeling those same pressures. But we have a great team that's also able to work with our existing businesses. BSN Sports, they had a roof collapse at their facility on Valwood. And so our economic development team, our planning team, and our city staff came together to find them a new facility and retain them in Farmers Branch. And it actually ended up working out in a much better situation where they took down a larger campus that gave them an upgraded image and is going to allow them to expand their business beyond what they thought they would have been able to do in their other facility. And so when you think about that team that works so hard, we have our economic development team, which the Dallas Business Journal has rated in the top 5 economic development teams for the past 5 years. They're doing amazing jobs, bringing in tons of business, as y'all can see over there. But that team's led by Allison Cook, who is sharp, hardworking, and delivers creative solutions to both new and existing businesses within the city. And so the work that team's been able to do, the economic development team, the planning team, is take advantage of the location that we have, because in Farmers Branch, you can't beat its access. We're right off 635, Tollway, I-35, and 161, major thoroughfares that can get you in and out of the region, home, to work, just around. But what we wanted to not only provide is access, but what amenities are we providing for businesses in the city of Farmers Branch? And so the Dallas Business Journal awarded us best deal for our Mercer Crossing West Side development, which is going to bring in 1,200 single-family homes. We're going to have restaurants, retail, and amenities. And so if those housing options aren't enough for your employees or new people moving to the region, we also have our demo rebuild program, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. And it's an amazing program that provides cash grants to people that are willing to tear down some of our older housing stock and build a new custom home of their dreams. An example is, if you have a home that's valued at $65,000, the actual structure on the land, $65,000 or less, we'll give you $30,000 to knock that down, as well as a 3-year property tax abatement. If you tear down a $150,000 home or greater, you get a 7-year property tax rebate. So there's opportunities throughout the whole city to make this program work for you and reinvest in Farmers Branch and reinvest in some of our older housing stock as well. But the West Side development includes Mercer Crossings multifamily developments. There's going to be about 4,000 new units out there when it's all said and done. We have Alta Luna, we have Billingsley's Phase 2 at their Brickyard, but I think they have plans to do even more over in that area, just seeing the growth that's happening, as well as Western Rim, which is a 1,200 unit apartment complex that's right there as well. But in order to find solutions for our seniors, we also have the Gatherings, which will be 87 units, age-restricted kind of condos there that are going to give the seniors a place to live in an area that's going to be vibrant, happening, because we know that when they want to live somewhere, they want to have things to do. So, you know, these options on the West Side, they thought about everything and how to tie it all in together. But as you move towards our DART station area, we're excited to announce, finally, if it ever stops raining, that we should deliver our restaurant park at our station area next October in 2019. And that'll have Cox Farms, which is a small grocery store that would serve that surrounding area. But across the street from that will be the Cedar Creek Brewhouse and Eatery, which is a collaboration from Luck, who's at Trinity Groves, to come in and partner on a brewery kind of eatery concept that should be fantastic, drive more people to the station area, and really kick off that whole development. And as I said, we still have $4 million to play with down there to incentivize other businesses to come in and look at a bigger development. So it's definitely an opportunity and an area that we're really excited about. But moving to the east side, you know, we have that east side plan that was put in place, also another award-winning plan. And what we're seeing there is converting a lot of that functionally obsolete industrial area into a more vibrant area that's focused on art, entertainment, culture, you know, bringing in more housing for all the businesses that are over there. And so our new Midway Urban development is underway. It's kind of over in the Blue Lake area across from Brookhaven Community College. That's going to be kind of a townhouse community with retail and restaurants to serve that area. But then as we move down towards the tollway and the Inwood corridor, we also have the Jefferson Landmark and Jefferson East Branch deals, which are essentially 3 new apartment complexes that are going to be on that Inwood corridor that is going to change the way that looks and feels as we move over into Bridgeview, which is the new mixed-use development of hotel, multifamily, office, and another restaurant park. So, you know, we're starting to add a lot more restaurants, you know, really change the way Farmers Branch is looking and feel, and we couldn't be more excited about these projects just because you think about the number of units that are coming online. I mean, just on the east side alone is another 1,200 units. You know, we talked about 40,000 people. 5 to 7 years, we're probably looking at 50,000 plus, which means we'll finally move from a small city to a mid-sized city, which would be a great transition for Farmers Branch. And with this amount of growth and this amount of people coming to an area, you wonder, how are the first responders handling this? And I can say that crime is down 14.7%. Citywide response times are still at 4 minutes, 38 seconds. So whether you have a cat in a tree or a loved one that needs some emergency care, you know, you can count on our first responders to be there quick. And that's a service that we pride ourselves in. That's something that we always maintain and hold as one of our highest values. And we're glad that they deliver over and over again. But because it's so safe in Farmers Branch, you know, some of our more talented police officers found the time to do a lip sync video, which, you know, has over 500,000 hits, and so you can't buy that amount of community support anywhere, and we're just so grateful for their creativity and willingness to put themselves out there. And if you guys want to watch the whole video and all the videos that we've been showing, these are on our website and available for you guys to take a look at. But Farmers Branch is also set to construct our rebuild fire station number 2, which is going to be at Holiday Park across the street from Brookhaven Community College. And, you know, the anticipated delivery is in 2020. We'll start construction early next year, but it's hard to see. But if you look really closely, you can see Chief Parker. He's kind of in there under the little doorway, and, you know, it came with the fire tote and all. That's standard issue, right? So, but what this does, and what Chief Parker is most excited about, is this is going to make Farmers Branch an ISO Class 1 city. And so the entire region, Addison, Carrollton, Coppell, Farmers Branch, we're all going to be ISO Class 1 rated. So that means you're getting the best service in this Metro Crest region. And all of our teams, they work together tremendously. We couldn't be more thankful for what they do. And what this is going to do for Farmers Branch residents, as of December 1st, your insurance premiums are going to go down. And so we're excited to give that, hopefully, back to you all. You all see the savings, and just know that we're working hard to make sure that when you invest in us, that we're able to invest back in you all. But a big thing for me, being a product of the CFB ISD, is I care about the schools, I care about the education in our communities. And we have amazing private schools. We have an amazing community college, but we have amazing public schools as well. And so upcoming this year is CFB ISD is doing a $350 million bond, which is going to provide upgrades for technology, safety and security, and facilities. And when I think about facilities, I think about the $36 million apiece that will be spent at Vivian Field and Perry to upgrade the interiors of the school, which are going to create amazing curb appeal and enhance the learning environment for those kids and really bring a new feel to the public schools here in Farmers Branch, which offer STEM academies. We have fine arts academies, we have dual language programs, we have personalized learning personalized learning programs as well. So there's something for everyone's kids here. And I'm in those schools every other day. Big fan of the mentoring program, which I encourage all of you to get involved with. But you can just see the work these kids put in, the care from the teachers, and how much effort they're making to change a life. And so I urge you this November to talk with your friends and just vote yes for this bond. It's another way we're going to be able to invest in this community, in these schools, and just keep all this tremendous growth going. But we try to be good stewards of the taxpayers' dollars. Hopefully you've kind of seen that from our presentation. And we live in a great region with great leaders. I'm honored to serve with Mayor Falconer, Mayor Chow, Mayor Hunt. But we all have a fiduciary responsibility to drive growth, promote development, create first-class amenities, and provide a safe place to live and work, all while providing an affordable cost of living. And so the council, the staff, and our first responders, do that on a daily basis. And I truly believe that's why Farmers Branch is such a great place to live. And I'm just excited that you all are here, you're invested in our communities, and you're a part of this amazing time with us. So thank you.